Don't think I'm not on to you. I know who the true puppet master in all this is. I know who's pulling all the strings. One of these days, when it's all said and done, it's going to be down to just us two. And on that day, there'll be a reckoning. On that day, it'll be just Troll versus Noodle Machine. And we'll see who comes out on top. But until that day comes, you just watch yourself. Greetings, programs. This is Wretch. Welcome back to Shadowrun Hong Kong. Just having a friendly chat upstairs. And I think we are ready to get the show on the road. The only thing I have not checked is the mission computer. We'll go ahead and take a look at that real quick, and then we'll head into the command trailer and see what we got to do from there. So, workstation, 0 unread messages. Double check just to make sure. Jobs directory... Shadowlands. We still have the SARS data, don't we? Nope. Not gonna do it. Looking for Milk Run. And where's Pinky Swear? Uh-oh. Experienced Decker and fresh-faced team of runners looking for basic runs. Subcontract your dullest jobs to us. Preferred. No jobs involving experimental stims, secret chem labs, escapes on mopeds, the walled city, underwater pipes, or ferrets, just to be on the safe side. Message me. SJ, wouldn't taking on your dullest jobs make this milk run a bit too, milky? For this team? No. Just this once, and I know this sounds crazy, so hear me out. I want to go on a run where half the team doesn't get riddled with bullets, or dissolved in acid, or fed into giant meat grinders. Call me crazy, but I think it'd be a nice change of pace. Hey SJ, I got a mission that I could probably throw your way. It requires some discreet sewer dredging below a knight-errant facility. Security should be lax, and the stories about awakened crocodiles down there are probably just urban legends. You guys want in? Yes! Perfect! GC? I don't think our partnership is going to work out. Aw, poor Shenzhen Joe. Where's Pinky Swear? Hello, Shadows. I'm trying to locate Pinky Swear. Last we heard, our paranoid friend was freaking out over robot ants, and it's been quite some time since we spoke. Truth be told, I'm getting genuinely worried. Any tips are welcome. Yeah, about that haiku stalking. You got something? Spit it out. Well, it wasn't Jivebot, or Codex, or whatever the Matrix rumor mill seems to believe. Jackie? As in, with a J? I have a sinking feeling that I know what you're about to tell me. Yeah, it was me. After Pinky and I split up, Pinky never changed the door codes. When I figured that out, I thought I'd just, play a harmless prank. You got a funny definition of harmless. She's probably in the middle of a psychotic break running through the hills to escape a bunch of imaginary poetry ants. Well, if she's gone, we could raid her apartment. She's got loads of great gear, and she was probably too busy panicking to change the codes. Again, wow, Jackie's a scumbag. Frack it. Count me in. So is Oxfist. Well, that was, that's a downer. I figured I was looking forward to seeing how juicy that was going to get. That was anticlimactic. Oh well. It is what it is. So let's get out of here, head to the command tunnel. We've talked to the command trailer, because we've talked to everyone else. And get the show on the road. Q's command trailer is strangely peaceful. The crew of systems experts that formerly manned the multitude of terminals inside are nowhere to be found, and the omnipresent hum of the trailer's computer banks has fallen silent. The senior inspector glances up from her desk, half turning to face you. Good, you're here. The sentence trails to nothing as she squeezes her eyes shut, wincing. Her hands go up to rub her temples. Ugh. You okay? Will be. Migraine. She rubs her temples with both hands. Feels like someone lit a fire behind my eyes. If I were you, I'd get that checked out. Utama must have a doctor stashed away somewhere. She waves your suggestion off. I'll be fine. I already know what's causing this, and it won't be a problem anymore. I ditched it after Lamb turned on us. The necklace, you mean? She nods grimly. Yeah, it hurt to use, like looking through lenses ground to someone else's prescription. Made the drain from spellcasting hurt more, too. Truth is, I've been in constant pain for the past couple of months. Cost of doing business, I guess, which would definitely explain her attitude. Sorry to hear, but you're tough. You'll push through it. Yeah, I will. I won't be on the other side of this anytime soon, though. The drain that I soaked up breaking us out of that trap didn't help either. I'm not at 100%, and I probably won't be for months. Well, I don't need you at 100%. Get me into a room with Krait, and I'll handle the rest. You might have to, but let's hope that it doesn't come to that. She shakes her head to clear it, gritting her teeth in discomfort. Okay, we've got a job to do, so let's do it. Hang on, there are a couple of things that I want to discuss with you before we get into this. She sighs heavily and rubs the bridge of her nose. Yeah, okay. I guess that I owe you some answers. Go ahead and say what you want to say. You've got my attention. You kept secrets from Lamb. I want to make sure that you aren't keeping any more from me. If I had any more surprises in store, I'd have sprung them on you already. But I don't, Shan. I'm pissed off, I'm hurt, I'm tired, and I'm scared to death of what's coming. All that I really want to do is lie down and sleep for a month, but that isn't an option either. Alright, fair enough. Got another question for you, though. We'll talk then. Tell me what's bothering you. Let's clean the air so we can concentrate on the job. You told Lamb that you suspected Ku, but not him. Why? Because he was an idealist. A damn cheerleader, truth be told. He was always moralizing, going about the standards that we needed to hold ourselves to. She grinds her teeth in aggravation. He used to harp on and on about transparency and accountability, about how we were supposed to serve the public first and the council second. So he was lying to you then? And you bought it? Actually, no. That sounds reasonable. It was irritating as hell. I wanted to strangle the bastard sometimes, but I never doubted his sincerity. I think we're good here. Alright, I'm satisfied. Show me the PDA. You fish Lamb's PDA out of the evidence bag that Q had you put it in. The device is in bad shape, its case warped and bent, but the screen winks on at your command. The display is streaked with Lamb's dried blood. It looks just like red gelatin, thin and watery. You can just make out the text underneath. So, secure mailboxes, inbox 2, outbox 3, live chat 1, trash bin 12, junk mail 6,340. Well, let's search the inbox first. Oh, I hear applause in the background. Package delivery and standing orders. To Andy Lamb from Wallace Ku. Everything is ready on our end. Now you need to hold up your end of the deal. The package has to be delivered before the wild card leaves the evidence room, or this whole thing is going to get messy. I'm the package, I guess. Making me the wild card. She rolls her eyes. What an idiot. If he wanted to speak in code, he could have been a little less obvious about it. If things do get messy, it's your ass, Lamb. Krait wants this to go by the numbers. That means both the package and the wild card caught in the same trap. We can't chance the package catching a bullet before we can question her, and a firefight in a hallway could raise questions. You know your job. Do it well, and you'll get what you were promised. So Ku was the task force magical interrogator, right? The pockmarked guy who worked me over before you got to me? Yeah. And now he's a mound of bloody ash decorating the floor of the Tiger's Den evidence room. Overall, I'd call that an improvement. Standing orders. From Krait. Mr. Lamb, much as I appreciate your concern for the citizens of Hong Kong, it is not your place to question my tactics. Behavior of the SDU is none of your concern. The changes that you hope to see will never come about while Mitsuhama is viewed favorably by the Executive Council. Our client wants to see its reputation tarnished, and a certain amount of heavy-handedness on our part is necessary to make that happen. It's all part of the plan, Senior Inspector. You do your job, and let me do mine. Krait. Alright, so that's where Krait and her people come into this. The massacre at the end of the Kowloon City riots. The police brutality that led to the riots in the first place, they were all intended to hurt Mitsuhama's PR. What's the end goal? Why would anyone spend this much money to tank the reputation of their own police force? Well, the message said something about changes. It was pretty hazy on the details, though. Yeah, hazy. Let's keep reading. Outbox. Okay, I'm in. Justice. And ZZXDSE. This is to Ku. Alright, Ku. I've reconsidered your proposal, and I want in. You were right. Q is a lost cause. She's corporate to the bone, and trying to argue with her is like talking to a brick wall. She doesn't give a damn about what the HKPF is supposed to stand for. All that matters to her is the company's bottom line. Oh, frack you, you little weasel. At least I don't turn on my own people for a paycheck. It's funny. I used to be such an idealist. I joined the HKPF because I wanted to help people. But that isn't what this organization is about, whatever the recruiters say. Good cops don't have a place in Mitsuhama's police force. The corporate culture of the HKPF either changes with them if they're weak, or chews them up if they're strong. Either way, they wind up broken. I can't be a part of that machine anymore. The big change you're talking about? It's a chance to fix things. A real honest-to-God chance. And so as much as I hate your methods, I'm going to help you. I'm not doing it for the money. I'm doing it because I want the HKPF to be better. And this is a chance to make that happen. A remote chance, maybe, but it's better than nothing. So it sounds like he's expecting some sort of shakeup within the HKPF. Her frown deepens. Yeah, sounds that way. Tell Krait I'm in. I can bring you Q, and I can help you to dismantle this task force. But you should know that if you're drecking me, if things don't change for the better, I'm coming after you. You can count on that. Lamb. Tough talk. Think you could have backed it up? Lamb? No, not in a million years. The fool would have got himself killed one way or another. Still, we learned something here. Lamb was convinced that Krait and her people were working towards some sort of shakeup in the HKPF. A big change. What kind of change do you think they're talking about? Not sure yet. I don't want to speculate until we've pulled everything out of this PDA that we can. Let's keep reading and see what else we can turn up. Okay, number 2. Justice! To Irene Tong. Irene, I know that you have every reason to hate the police, but hear me out. What happened to your family was wrong. I'm going to do everything I can to make it right. I can't bring your husband back, but I can help make sure that the constables who killed him pay for their crime. Big changes are coming, I promise. Between then and now, please allow me to cover your mortgage payments. I've recently come into a large sum of money, and I want you to have it. Consider it a show of good faith until I can bring you the justice that you deserve. Lamb. The plot thickens. I don't know anything about this. Must have been related to some old case of Lamb's from before he got assigned to the task force, or maybe it was a personal thing. A friend of his, or a romantic interest. It was someone he cared about, that much is clear. Let's see. Sounds like Lamb Blade HKPF culture for this woman's family tragedy. Personal crusades have been started for less. Yeah, sure. Grouping up the people responsible for the Kowloon City massacre out of guilt, though? She shakes her head. What kind of ass-backward thinking is that? Maybe you felt that the ends justified the means. This whole thing raises more questions than it does answers. Let's keep going. There has to be more in here for us to find. Okay, ZZXDSE. The message has been corrupted. A meaningless stream of garbled text fills the screen. Oh, that's unfortunate. Live chat folder. Chat Shan. Did you authorize a second mind probe of Shan while he was unconscious? I'm looking at the transcript of his interview, and he insists that 2 mages were screwing around with his brain last night. No? I was against you having him scanned in the first place, remember? Why would I give authorization for 2 different mages to poke around in his brain? This is Fiona. So that's Q's first name. Okay. I don't know. Maybe you wanted 2 sets of findings to check against one another. I know that you have trust issues where magic is concerned. I didn't authorize anything, Lamb. And unless we have a second magical interrogator that I don't know about on this task force, I'm going to go ahead and guess that he's making it up. So, what? You just want to dismiss this? You don't think it warrants further investigation? In a perfect world, I'd tell you to knock yourself out, but right now, in the world that we live in, there's no time for that. We're too close to Krait to go hunting for a mystery mage who may or may not exist. Silence from Lamb. The council doesn't want any more delays, Lamb. Neither does Mitsuhama, so drop it and do your job. I don't want to have to tell corporate about this. Alright, Fee. You win, for now. But this discussion isn't over. Yeah, Lamb, it is. Keep going, Shan. Let's see what else there is to see. Nothing to look here but the junk mail folder. Lamb's junk mail folder is packed to the gills with all manner of unsolicited messages. Scam mail, advertisements for anything from illicit drugs to designer electronics, and countless pornographic images fill the screen. It'd take days to sort through all of this for anything useful, and searching by trial and error would most likely expose the PDA to a whole host of nasty worms and viruses. Ugh. Remind me never to open my own junk folder. Search the junk mail folder for tagged messages. Search by tag. Ooh. Okay. Let's, check just to make sure what our info is. Mission items. Ooh, I have no idea. Lamb. Q. HKPD. Enter tag ID. Shan? Let's try Krait. Interesting. Well, what exactly... Oh, wait. Let's try... change. Or changes. Andy Lamb, Senior Inspector. Let me keep on typing some, guys. One sec. Okay, I found a file tagged coup, so let's check that out. Good catch, Shan. Keep your mouth shut. Don't make me regret the fact that I brought you onto this team. Quit haranguing Krait with your high-minded bulldrek. She's a busy woman, and she doesn't want to hear it. This is to Andy from Coup. Krait is a businesswoman. She isn't in this to change things. She just wants to get paid. If you keep harping about what the people need, you're going to piss her off, and then we'll both land in her Drek list. I get that you have ideals. I respect them. But repeat this to yourself until it sinks in. The people aren't paying us. Ares is. Oh. We do what they say, and sometimes that means hurting people. Sack up and deal with it. Drek. If this is true, we've got problems. Ares Macro Technology is even bigger than Mitsuhama is, and Ares Asia Holdings has a major presence on the Executive Council. Remember, Lamb, ultimately, everything we're doing is for the greater good. Just wait until you see what's happening in Tai Po with your own eyes. The change that you're looking for is coming, and as long as everything goes according to plan, it'll be here before you know it. Play it cool, and everything will be just fine. Obviously, whoever we were up against was going to have access to money and resources. I expected that, but Ares... that's damn near a worst-case scenario for us. She gestures feebly at the screen. Keep reading if you want. I have to think about this for a minute. Search the trash bin. Oh, we didn't look at the trash bin. A little digging reveals a file buried in the PDA's trash can. Looks like Lamb intended to get rid of it, but he died before he got around to putting the trigger on it. Or pulling the trigger on it. From Krait. Mr. Koo tells me that you've accepted our offer. Welcome aboard. Once you've delivered Q, report to me and we'll have you relocated to the Typo facility. You'll be safe there. We have the location under 24-hour guard for obvious reasons. From there on out, all you need to do is keep your head down and count your money. You keep up your end, and you'll soon be a very wealthy and influential man. If Krait's client, whoever it is, has something worth guarding in Typo, then that's what we need to check out next. Let's keep going. This is good intel, but we need to get everything out of this PDA that we can. Typo, huh? Okay, let's check. Hold on. Misfiled. Oh, we can't check the junk mail again. Well, let's hand the PDA back to Q. I think that's everything that we're getting. She accepts the device, a grim expression on her face. Yeah, I'm thinking you might be right. Q turns the PDA over in her hand, then flips off the device's power switch. The screen flickers and dies. She rubs her eyes, drawing your attention to the dark hollows underneath them. Alright, so here's what we've got. Krait and her people are working for Ares. They're trying to tank Mitsuhama's reputation with the Executive Council that they can bring about some kind of change inside the HKPF. And they've got a facility in Typo that they're keeping under heavy guard. It's presumably related to this change in some way. Sounds about right to me. It isn't much, but it's something. At least we know who's holding Krait's leash. The answer to that question isn't particularly comforting, but it's better than not knowing at all. Well, we also know where we're going next. Typo. That's where we'll finish this. You're right. That's where we'll find our answers. She runs her tongue over her lips, wetting them. We need a plan. We just can't go in blind. Call in the big guns. Talk to Mitsuhama corporate. My credibility with them has more or less bottomed out at this point, but I'll see what I can do. You go back to your boat and inform the rest of your team. I'll call you when I know more. Got it. I'll go talk to him. Good. I'll be in touch. Return to the safe boat. I wonder if anything's changed on the bolt holes since then. We will see. Hey again. Welcome back. You find anything of use? Yeah, you know who we're up against. Krait and her people were being funded by Ares. That's not what I was hoping to hear. Ares is serious business. So what's next? We can't exactly take the fight to them. We aren't equipped for that. Q is talking to her corporate contacts. With luck, we can end this thing with a comm call. Well, actually, no, because we don't know if that's going to happen. They're up to something in Typo. My best guess is that we'll be heading there next. We have a target. Good. I could very much like to bring this episode to a close. Your PDA buzzes, cutting him off. Q. Q's face flickers onto the PDA's view screen. She looks haggard, even more so than before. The call was a bust, Shan. I've still got a few execs willing to go to bat for me, but the rest have already written us off as a failure. Nobody's going to risk antagonizing Ares on my say-so. We're going to need a hell of a lot more than one misfiled email if we're going to convince them to move on this. Well, I figure we're heading to Typo then. Yeah, looks that way. Look, Shan. I told you that you and your team would be well compensated for helping me, but I never really specified exactly what your reward would be. I think that you should know. You've got my attention. We'll start with the bad news. I can't put a monetary value on what your team will receive. Truth be told, I'm going to have to wrestle with corporate to get them much of anything. A lot of the cost is renting out the bentang came out of what has been set aside for your reward. Excuse me, what? You'll still get paid, I promise you that. It just won't be enough to retire on. Nothing I can do about it. That's just the way it has to be. Gobbet crosses her arms over her chest, a disgusted look on her face. Yeah, I'm sure it is. We've never should have trusted. Q's voice cuts in, talking over her. As for you, Shan, you're a different story. For you, I've got something better than money. Keep talking. I can get your sin restored. Duncan's too. I can give you your old lives back. Whoa. Holy dreck. That's right. Imagine the doors that'll open for you. You can turn to Seattle, pretend that none of this ever happened. Hell, you can do whatever you want, and you can do it completely above board. What I'm offering you is the freedom to make your own choices again. The same freedom that Krait and Josephine Sang and Kindly Chang took away from you. Anyway, just wanted you to know what's on the line before we head out to Taipo. She rubs her eyes and stretches. I'm going to go get my kit ready. I'd recommend that you do the same. Well, not just yet. I still want to explore the Bentangle a bit. Okay, Shan, well, do whatever you need to do. It'll give me a chance to close my eyes for a few minutes, if nothing else. When you're finished, go to Jomo. He'll sneak us into Taipo, and we can finish this. She begins to look away, then seems to think better of it, and the camera refocuses on her face. And, Shan, your boss's rock, that, I think it's Kong, that you took from Eddie Pang, got broken in the move. I found it in about 50 pieces when we got here. It's in the wastebasket under my desk if you still want it, but I can't imagine it's worth much anymore. Sorry about that. The video feed crackles and dies. Hugh's face winks off your PDA and the display goes dark. Aww. Well, this presents us with something of a conundrum, my friend. He takes a drag of a cigarette and slowly releases the smoke through his nostrils. Koshi paws at the ground. If this payment goes through, your Shadowrunning days with this team are over. With a sin, you would be a liability. You could perhaps remain in Hawaii, but you'd need to find a different line of work. It's a difficult decision. I'll put some thought into it. See that you do. For now, we have a job to prepare for. Kindly Chang wishes us to complete this task, and so we will, payday or no. This conspiracy could pose a threat to the Yellow Lotus, and we cannot say with certainty whether it does or not until we enter that warehouse in Taipo. You're right. Get ready. We've got a secure facility to raid. Alright, looks like everyone is heading to their appointed areas, and I'm probably sure we can talk to the crew now, but we will do that in the next episode, guys. It looks like we are heading into the end game. Hope you guys have enjoyed it. If you liked the episode, go ahead and click like down below, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, that'd be a big help, and we'll see you next time. Later days, everyone.